any of those efforts, they have to make reference to how old are these survivors of the Korean War? Were they in their 90s dying? What are their moms and dads waiting for their remains? There's family members, sons and daughters and grandkids. It was generally out there, their families can be extended families, but wanting them to be put to rest. But no praise. We got a lot more to go, a lot more work to go. I had to do a post on Facebook about it because the gestures were great. The language was terrific. The optics looked wonderful. And I don't think it was just rhetoric. I believe that he's going to go over there and he's going to dismantle these nukes. The liberal media criticizing him because he was saying, wow, look at those beaches. And believe me, those beaches are gorgeous. Instead of launching missiles and having nukes and rocket tests, imagine having resorts. Donald Trump's a real estate guy. He's imagining things for Kim Jong-un to say, you got the most pristine waters here and seafood is delicious. Why don't you think about opening up some resorts here and really doing something for your people? And he has an opportunity to do so because his father would have never done what he did. Kim Jong-un, in his 30s, traveling with Trump, seeing the nightlife, going around Singapore, burning the midnight oil and then some. He really enjoyed his trip. I think he's taking this all in and saying, wow, I could come out the hero for my people and I could really be a positive force in the world. There could be redemption for Un. Oh, but the human rights, and he saluted to the general. This is not a standard politician. He didn't bow to an emperor. Yes, he was a general. He gave him the salute. The general is doing what the general does. What any other country rightfully does is protect their country. Nobody's faulting North Korea for doing that. The human rights, the atrocities and all those things that they know they've done. But first things first, the nuclear threat is priorities here. Priority in Job 101. And what is the liberal media touting on CNBC and NBC and ABC and all these networks on the human rights issue? And I'm all for human rights. It's terrible the things that they do. But it would be worse to have a ICBM missile headed towards the United States, don't you think? Don't you think? We need to give praise. We need to thank God that there is some hopeful signs and indicators that things are moving in the right direction. This will not be the last meeting between Trump and Un. He will come to the White House, and this will even be a much bigger deal than Singapore. Just mark my words. Can you think about the optics of him coming to the United States, ending the war? No one other president has done these things. But that, wow. You thought Singapore was interesting. Mark my words. Donald Trump will have no problems getting reelected in 2020. I just cannot wait to see who the liberals put in to run against. It'll be interesting. Please stack them up. Give us your best. Maybe Chuck will run. Maybe Biden will run. Let's see what record they'll run on, especially with the bombshell with the FBI. And no wonder Barack Obama didn't even want to get involved with any of this. He said he didn't get involved with the Russia deal, with the whole collusion deal, because he didn't want to act like he was interfering with the election. Even though he felt in his heart of hearts before leaving the White House that there was something going on, that the Russians could be meddling in the election. But the information was there, but he didn't do anything. He could have stopped that. And all the investigations that have been going on still proving, no, they're there. All this just waste of time. And then to think that Barack Obama had opportunities to meet with Kim Jong-un, but refused to meet with him. Yes, the North reached out to Barack Obama and refused every single time his invitation. This is something that they have been trying to do to communicate with us, to have a meeting. And Donald Trump, the businessman, the unconventional man that nobody thought would ever come close to ever being the president, let alone get through a primary, is able to do more in his, 6 months than 2 or 3 presidents have done their entire terms. I mean, this is just unbelievable. You want to talk about prayer? You want to talk about providence? You want to talk about a position that Donald Trump is in is so unique, no matter how you feel about him. He is very special, very uniquely qualified for such a time as this. Just like Ronald Reagan was in the right time, right place, I just think divinely, I seriously believe it, just because there were Christians that got on their hands and knees and prayed for God's intervention because they felt like we were losing our country. And believe me, if the liberals had their way, and like they're doing out in California, they'd do us all in. Imagine if, just for a moment, stay with me. Imagine if they would run the entire United States the way they're running California. We'd all be in the ocean. Every single one of us, because of their awful policies. God have mercy. We're just getting started. A Navajo code talker, Samuel Tom Holliday, he died at 94. We're going to talk about him. John Schneider got released from jail, the Dukes of Hazzard star, and still ahead, NBC and Megan Kelly. What's up with that? And Jim Carrey, his weird artwork. This is For the People at forthepeopleshow.com.
This thing called life, we're for the people, for the people, for the people, for the people is there.
It was a huge pill to swallow. Being told that you'd never breathe on your own, be able to walk on your own, or being able to feed myself on my own completely changes you. You have to realize who the new you is while living with the limitations that you have on a day-to-day basis. I was sitting on the couch contemplating, is my life really worth it? Wounded Warrior Project showed me that I am worth it. My first event was a soldier ride in Seattle, and I got to ride 50 miles on a hand cycle that I borrowed from them at zero cost to me. All I had to do was show up. I'm so thankful that Wounded Warrior Project was there to help me. Being able to open up and not having to re-explain everything that's going on in your life because they get it. I know of no other veterans organization that has been able to help me get to where I am now. Where I started off barely being able to move my arms to now being able to walk without holding on to anything. I am living proof.
Go to IamLivingProof, WWP.org.
For the people is there.
Your American Heritage. William Henry Harrison is one of our least known American presidents. He died in office in 1841, just 1 month after his inauguration. But he's generally regarded as the father of modern-day campaigning. He was the first to use placards, emblems, floats, and campaign hats, along with songs and slogans. His was an unusual and exciting campaign, but many turned up their noses at the excesses, calling them tasteless, abusive, and evasive. Nonetheless, he won, and shortly thereafter faded into the mists of political memory. This has been Don Keyes with a campaign poster look at William Henry Harrison, an unusual figure in your American heritage.
Proudly presenting Your American Heritage with Don Keyes exclusively on For the People and at forthepeopleshow.com and radio stations coast to coast. Get ready, get set for 123 Ready TV, the brand new app that everyone's talking about for your PC or Android device that allows you access to most every movie or TV show ever made. Sound incredible? Well, it is, because once you pay $19.99, that's all you pay. Just the movies and TV shows you like without the hassle. The internet streams everything already. What 123 Ready does is it finds them, then delivers them directly to you, commercial-free. There's nothing quite like it, and it's available now at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And before you buy 123 Ready TV, watch the video and see how simple it is to start watching all those movies and TV shows. If you like movies and TV shows, but don't enjoy paying for all of them, no problem. Just pay $19.99 and start enjoying countless titles and entertaining TV better than anyone. Get your 123 Ready TV for $19.99 at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the store page. Introducing the official For the People coffee mug, patriotic as can be, in featuring the colorful red, white, and blue For the People logo with Keith Allen on a ceramic 11-ounce coffee mug, perfect for any beverage of your choice. This mug is a great reminder of what we stand for: God, country, and family, with conservative values and good old-fashioned common sense. To order your For the People coffee mug, pay just $20 plus $3.99 shipping and handling at forthepeopleshow.com. That's forthepeopleshow.com. And For the People continues at forthepeopleshow.com and on our affiliates coast to coast. Over the Liberty Radio Network, appreciate so many of you that have been writing in and appreciative of our broadcast and our point of view, and we'd like to hear from you. You can always send us an email online at forthepeopleshow.com. Just click on the email tab. That's where you can go ahead and send emails or social media. Always acceptable, Facebook and Twitter. Facebook, For the People Show. Just type that in there. You'll find our exclusive page. It's For the People Show. Or on Twitter, hashtag Talk to Keith Allen. And Allen, there's one L, A-L-A-N. And again, we read all of them, and we try to respond to just about everything that comes in. And I'd like to just spend a second and just let you know that, we've been raising money for a project that I have felt near and dear to my heart, and that was the book and the DVD of Chuck Harder, his contribution to talk radio and to this country. And we had put out that we were trying to raise at least $7,500, and we've only raised $646. So I am going to suspend our campaign. I'm still going to put out a booklet, and that's what it'll be. But where I'm at right now in the book, to summarize things that you didn't know when Chuck left the Telford, the whole Telford experience, and some nice things about Chuck and what other people have said about him, his contributions, etc., still will be released, and we'll announce online when it'll be available for you to be able to purchase. But I have been a little bit frustrated and maybe a little disappointed, I guess, at the same time. But the support for the project, for what I wanted to do, which I thought would have been a great memorial in so many respects to Chuck. It's just, again, it's just not there. But for anybody that is contributed, $25, $50, $1, anything to the campaign for Chuck, noted. I have your email address, know who you are. So when those booklets come out, if you've given more than $1, I'll go ahead and just make available what we have for you, and you'll be sent a booklet, so you can go ahead and just read it. So just wanted to let you know I know who you are and have your information. So there you go. But from the bottom of my heart, thank you very much for a lot of you putting up with me with it, because it just, it gets wearing, and if you don't have the money, you kind of feel a little depressed about the whole thing. And so we're just moving forward, and it is what it is. All right, Navajo code talker. And I've always been just amazed at key people in this country. And I'm a history buff, love history books, love reading about history. But how key people, even the Navajo code talker, how without his prowess, without his commitment, without him being born, if you will.